Hey, 2nd through 5th leaders, we are in April. Woo! Check it out. What we're going to do is we're using a cookout theme to introduce all throughout the month of April the idea of patience. Think about having to put your charcoal and wait for it to get ready, waiting for burgers when you're really hungry. But that's kind of the idea to tie, hey, we're getting closer to summer and let's think about patience. All right. So this week we're going to learn about how waiting can sometimes make you wise. And we're going to learn in the Bible stories from a couple different characters how they had to wait and it was good. It was actually God's plan for them to wait because they gained something out of it. Waiting isn't easy though, right? So we're going to talk all about patience. For your first opening activity, you're going to have these cards that you're going to set on the floor face down, and the kids are going to take turns flipping them over like a burger in the cookout theme. And this one says, your brother or sister can make you, and then they have to finish the sentence. Okay, so it can be anything, can make me happy or laugh, can make me very frustrated, whatever it is the kid wants to do. There's some in there about sports, there's some in there about the Bible, but those are available as like a fun interactive game to get them engaged and thinking about things that are specific to them and that we can get to know them better. The next thing is we're actually going to go straight into a Bible memory verse activity. I'm trying to front load as much content as possible while we have the kids and do more meaningful activities. And so for this, what I want you to do is you're going to get the Bibles out and you're going to learn that new verse for the month, which is Psalm 27:14. Wait for the Lord, be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord. And they're going to get these hamburger sheets and they're going to put wait for the Lord, be strong, and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord, okay? And they're going to write that on their burger. Now, that's not the end of the activity. Then what you're going to have them do is you're going to have them fold the paper into thirds so that they can make 3 lines, okay? So like a mailer. It doesn't have to be exact. Honestly, it doesn't really matter where on the paper they do it into thirds. Then you're going to give them a scissor, and they're going to cut along the line, but not all the way through the paper. Stop about 1 inch from the end. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have them hold it all together. There we go. Okay. You're going to have them hold it all together, and you're going to have them guess where their middle paper is going to land. Have them do some predictions. Now, it's a trick question because when they pull these apart, the middle piece isn't actually going to drop. And so when you get them to go 1, 2, 3, pull, see how it stays in 2 pieces. It doesn't do what they thought it was going to do. And you're going to talk about how patience and waiting can be a lot like that. When things don't go the way you expect them to, you can get very frustrated. And then what we're going to do is that gets them all really ready to talk through and hear from our Bible story during large group. Following large group, where you're going to hear some stories from people in the Bible, Joseph and Jacob, Joseph and David. And so what you're going to do is you're going to create a toggle bar for this next activity. This is going to be a ketchup bottle and a mustard bottle, and you're going to put it across the floor with a piece of tape in between and make like a toggle bar. And basically you're going to read a bunch of different scenarios, and the kids are going to put a hot dog on the toggle bar if it's harder for them to do, and then anywhere in the range if it's easier for them to do or handle. Okay, so there's situations, and they're going to do some self-reflection about that would be hard for me, that would be easier for me. That's going to help us get to know them, and then also for them to think about and consider, like the Bible characters, how they would react in a difficult scenario. Okay? What you're going to do is there is a Bible verse different than our monthly Bible verse. We're going to go with Proverbs 14:29, and you're going to read that out loud, and you're going to have a little bit of discussion about what does this verse describe, what can we do when we think about it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to ask the kids about some situations where they've been tempted or things have been difficult, and offer your own situation. But as soon as somebody has a situation, have everybody go, okay, now stand up if that would be hard for you, remain seating if you think that would be easier for you to handle. And then ask each kid to come up with a different problem that they've had so that they can find some commonality with the other kids around them, okay? So lots of good discussion in that paper. Make sure you review that paper. And then we're going to end with a few more discussion questions and then a prayer time. But what I want you to do is before you start this level of discussion, you're going to teach 2 American Sign Language things. You're going to teach wait, which is like this, wait. That's the sign language for wait. And then you're going to do the sign for wisdom, wisdom. wisdom. Okay, so you're going to teach that to the kids. There's little graphics in here so you don't have to remember it. So wisdom and wait. And you're going to, as you discuss, anytime somebody says wait or wisdom, you're going to have everybody do the sign language for it. Then, immediately following, you're going to pray for one another. And you should have heard kind of throughout the day some of the things that they need prayer for or things that'll be harder for them. And then as you pray, keep your eyes open. And every time somebody says wait or wisdom, have them do the sign. And that'll keep them kind of engaged and keep from checking out during prayer time. You guys are rock stars. I am so grateful for you, and I'll see you this Sunday. Bye.